Welcome everybody to VCU. They're not even in game yet.
Yeah, we're not even in Champ Select. They haven't even made the lobby.
But whatever. We'll welcome everyone. Is the game even made?
Nope.
Nice. Okay.
True.
Do you invite me to the actual game?
Ugh. You bet on the boys? Do you think the boys are gonna win, Dan? Or you just
I think they're gonna pull off the upset.
I hope so. I also bet on them. However, the Woopers are very good, so I don't know.
I wouldn't say very. They're okay.
They're pretty good. They think they're really good.
Yeah, they think they're really good, which makes me want to say they're not very. So here we are. Granted, after I thought I was pretty good, and then Tuesday happened.
Yeah, Torday gave it to you a little bit, I guess.
It happens.
You know, the Woopers have the 2 highest KDAs out of everyone. Kagaru and Vineet.
I hope they die this game a lot. I'm looking for Elvino to run them down.
Elvin has the highest kill participation of anyone. It might be because his team only had 9 kills one game, but that's besides the point.
Well, we're gonna have to rely on Elvin having a good game if we're wanting to get our channel points.
Yeah. 9AQ, I don't know. Like, I hope he doesn't pick Ziggs again. I hope he picks like something that can scrap, because I feel like that's their only lane. Like him and Elvin, like Elvin would have to help, but I feel like that's the only lane that could maybe get a leading carry.
Maybe bot lane, but
Yeah, I mean,
doubtful, but maybe.
Simper Sanch is the ultimate neutralized lane player. He's taking heal exhaust on Senna or Seraphine and just not dying. Vineet's not even going to be in that lane. He's going to be mid lane anyway.
I'm more interested about the top lane.
Top lane.
2 field players.
Kage has some crazy picks. Like he has some his Trundle top, Sejuani top. He's been playing some Poppy. And like Karma, their comp when Kolma gets Olaf and they get like Karma is just disgusting.
Olaf go vroom vroom. Murder everybody.
True. Getting into the bans. Elvin was talking to me a little bit about what he was thinking about banning, so I'm wondering if he's sticking to that plan, or if he's switching it up.
Don't spoil it just yet.
Yeah, of course. I know the Woopers are listening. They would steal the strats.
Not even in here. Users and moderators, Arraymate. Yep, he's here.
Yeah. He's waiting for the leaks.
Kage's here. Kolma's here.
Alvin's really prioritizing the Shake Go, so Woopers might want to ban that. I really hope they ban Olaf, because that champion is not fun when Kolma has it. And they both the Hecarim pick's kind of contested. They both have played it pretty well.
They play it well, or is the champ just broken in VCU LCS?
Yeah, I mean, my team defeated it, but I don't know. Other teams can't, apparently. And the Senna pick is also kind of contested by Frosh and bottom 3 ADC. So
Yeah, the attack speed build kind of nuts.
And the Rel, the Karuz Rel that was made legendary. Vinit's been playing a bunch of Rel too.
I've seen some crazy rails, and I've seen some yikes.
Yeah.
Which one will show up today?
Karuz
had both in the same game.
Yeah, he did. He had the laning phase rel and then the team fight rel. I think. Who do you think wins this top? Do you know it? Have you been watching? Got any thoughts?
I know Major Chris plays set. That's about it.
Yeah. Kage Trundle is just oppressive, bro. I hate playing like that champion. Just scraps.
I know. I'm sad. Oh, we got bands coming in. We're starter up. Darius.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, plays something else besides set.
Chris. I mean, he has some Darius games. I kind of like that. Like, I feel like he could abuse Kage a lot with that.
There's the Hecarim ban. Don't want to get that over first pick. I feel like we might get a lot of jungle bans early for blue or for the boys.
Yeah.
Add the Olaf or add that Olaf to
the triple Kolma ban incoming, perhaps.
What is the third one? Udyr?
Yeah, probably. I like the Victor ban. That's like one of 9IQ's better champions they can just scale with.
And they decide to go with the Seraphine third ban.
Yeah.
And that leaves up Udyr.
Oh, yikes. I don't like that.
What, leaving up Udyr or first picking it?
Leaving it up. That champion is stupid broken.
I know. I have to deal with it.
I would have rather let them get the Seraphine than the Udyr. Kolma can just go crazy.
You got the Shen coming out. Good global. They're going to see the pick you told me earlier. This might be the combo.
Might be.
Or they could play something a little more defensive and just peel back using the Shen ult to keep somebody alive. But we shall see. But all this makes me think no.
I think that's good. I think after Rel and Nautilus, Karuz's pool gets a little limited since Braum isn't good anymore. Maybe Leona, but I think Nautilus is like his best champion after Rel.
Needs to pick up that Alistar.
Yeah, we've been telling him that, but apparently he tried some games of it, and the WQs are not landing. So
Wooper going for the classic picks, Udyr and Kaisa. Kind of boring draft, but strong nonetheless.
Yeah. I wonder if the boys get Senna now.
Maybe. I'm not sure how well Senna does in the Kaisa, though. I feel like Senna needs to keep you at range, and Kaisa is looking to jump on top of you, especially with the Malphite.
And they get the Malphite.
So that's a great setup for the Kaisa to reposition into the backline. Udyr's good too.
Wooper's first 3 picks are so good. I feel like those are the only 3 players that you can maybe ban something against, just because Josh and Vinit can like play so much stuff. And those 3 just got like their most comfortable champions.
Vayne as the counter pick to Kaisa, it's not the classic counter pick, but I've seen it do well. But into the Malphite, Vayne's going to be very, very careful, and Udyr too. But luckily, she has
the Shen
and the roll and knockback. She's got some options to defend herself. Ahri, interesting.
Yeah, 9IQ has been playing a lot of Ahri.
Isn't he? No, he's Ahri. I mean, he's a player. Is that? Am I thinking the right person? I don't think I am.
I don't know. I know he's played Ari, and I know he plays a lot of Ari Victor, and apparently Ziggs. Yeah, yeah. That's for Josh, the Aatrox fan. He did try it out in scrims against us, and
And
it was all right. But I mean, he was telling Karuz that he was playing Aatrox this game, so
not anymore. Even though they would have a lot of AD. I mean, actually, not really. Udi or Kai'Sa Malphite will have a lot of.
I like the Gallia.
Yeah,
They're
'cause
just going full 100 Bs global comp.
I think we might see the pick. I don't see a way
Yeah.
that I don't like.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to spoil it just yet. I know what's coming.
I'm fine with. I like their comp. I just don't like the first 3 picks they gave away to Woopers. Like giving away Udyr, Kai'Sa, Malphite. Benit gets like his best champion.
Yeah, gonna be able to pull somebody out of a Nautilus grab or a Galio alt. Very, very helpful. Also with the hook himself. Maybe
Like
set up.
if you're gonna ban, yeah, okay. If you're gonna ban Hecarim and Olaf, then like why leave Udyr up? Because even if
you're
you
on red
didn't,
side,
if you didn't ban Hecarim and Olaf, you would be picking Udyr anyway.
banning 2 of them and leaving the third one up for the first pick is a little bit sus. Like maybe you can get away with banning 1 of them and leaving 2 up and then trading, but
Yeah. See.
not the pick we were expecting. Putting that one back in the pocket.
That I kind of like that. I kind of mess with that. Kind of if the Malphite Kai'Sa just dive in the Echo, then at least the Vayne can live for a little bit now, and then they can see. Galio Kindred is really good combo because she just ulties and then Galio ulties her, and then if they time it right, they're all knocked up as it fades.
A very offensive team comp with a bunch of people trying to run in and dive in versus one who's going to want to sit back and let them come to you. The team fights, like both teams are going to want to jump in, and that's exactly what the boys are going to want to do. Like both teams just get what they want. If they both play well, they both get what they want.
I'm kind of so. Elvin was talking about. Okay, someone banned something. Elvin was talking about going Nocturne to pair like as another global, but I kind of like that he pivoted and went with the Kindred because he needed something to
need a little bit more damage.
Yeah, and it like just stops their heavy dive in a little bit.
Yeah, because if he dives in and the alt or the Shen and Galio ult him, then the Vayne's just going to get instantly murdered. They're not really going to have any damage after that. So the Kindred, kind of a second ADC.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's going to be able to use that ult. They're going to be able to keep somebody alive so long. Like the Vayne, like it's Shen ult, gets Galio ult, gets Kindred ulted.
My only issue is I feel like the Kai'Sa Thresh are gonna have prio just based on their like Vinny being really good.
And Kai'Sa pushes a wave faster than Vayne. She's got the AoE Q. Vayne can really only auto things.
And Echo's like wave clear is pretty good as well. Like maybe the Galio can match, but I'm just worried about this Udyr versus Kindred. Like Udyr can just destroy his shit. I really wish they would have banned Udyr instead of Seraphine. I feel like even if they give the Seraphine, then that's either making Josh or Simpersance just like a non-factor.
Besides the ult, really. I mean, yeah, she gets annoying with a lot of healing, but I'm with you. I'm not really convinced Seraphine was a worthwhile ban, especially when you ban 2 of the other S tier junglers.
Yeah.
But
like they could have banned Malphite, Kai'Sa, Seraphine, and he still would have picked Udyr. It's not like he would have picked Hecarim over Udyr or something. That champion is just turbo broken.
Well, let's see if Coleman can actually pilot it effectively. And instead of running in and dying, he runs in and hits somebody.
Yeah. I was kind of talking to Elvin, and he was saying that he really thinks the way to beat Woopers is just like they roam so much. Like Josh is always going bot, and Vinit's showing up mid. So he thinks just with all these globals that they can match that roam pressure and try to win those fights.
With a numbers advantage when the Shen comes down, because the Malphite is not going to be able to join till later in the game. Granted, Malphite does have an R button to stop the Shen R, but if Malphite's using the R solely to stop the Shen R, you've kind of got some value out of it. Since he's not ulting it. It means he's not ulting somebody in an active team fight. So you can keep the Shen in the side lane. Yeah, Udyr can run him down, but if the Udyr's on the bottom side of the map, like you have Vayne, Kindred, who I feel like can take Baron fairly quickly. Or an objective on the other side of the map.
It's gonna be really scary. Like when Udyr hits 4 and Kindred hits 3 and they both show up to scuttle, that's like a huge window where Woopers are just like way stronger. And then once they hit 6, it's gonna be like just these couple fights where they all have their ults up are gonna decide the game.
Kindred's trying to look to get that level 6 as soon as possible, or else Udyr is gonna just run her down. Yeah, you can since Udyr can't really get over walls unless he flashes, so you kind of can, if you use your jumps as Kindred over walls, you can kind of build some distance.
Yeah.
But if that doesn't happen, Udyr is going to run down the Kindred. Yeah, Kindred has a lot of damage, but she's nowhere near as tanky as Udyr.
Yeah, if this Kindred falls behind, like it's basically a 1 carry threat from the Vayne. And if both of them fall behind, then the game is just over. There's no way the Galio is gonna have enough damage to matter. Ugh. Do you know how the Shen Malphite matchup goes? Is that just they're just noodling each other for a while?
Yeah, like every time Malphite throws a Q, Shen can just shield himself.
Yeah.
And Shen is not really gonna have the damage to all in the Malphite. Yeah, he does a good bit of magic damage, but so the Malphite's armor won't be as good, but slowing the auto attacks is going to make Shen kind of useless too. So they're both going to just counter each other out and do nothing.
I kind of like that they have the Nautilus, Shen, Galio for the Echo and Udyr. Like
they have a lot of peel.
Yeah, their only engage really is the Malphite ulti, and like with a good Kindred ulti, they should be able to just kite that back.
Yeah, you're looking. If the Malphite ult doesn't work out, you're looking for an Udyr run up, Thresh hook, Echo stun, which aren't very reliable. I think especially the Thresh hook and Echo stun. Udyr is kind of reliable because he just runs at them, but
yeah, the boys kind of have a problem now where if instead of having the Nocturne as like their engage that they can just Galio ulti on, like their only engage really is like a Nautilus hook or ult or like Galio flashing in or something.
Yeah, but they're not really trying to go in on like if they're the ones trying to dive too deep, they're going to use all their peel abilities, and
yeah,
Vayne's going to get one shot, and then the rest of them are just going to get shredded by the Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
Like both teams pretty much have 3 tanks and 2 carries. Like
I really like top lane is like I feel like not much is gonna happen. Mid lane, like I don't think they're gonna be getting too crazy. It's really just gonna be like this Udyr and Kindred and bot lane scrapping, and then when they hit 6, these like big team fights.
Yeah, and both teams are like we're gonna want to go for them.
Yeah,
I feel like Wooper have the advantage since they're the one pulling the trigger, and it's going to be up to the boys to be very quick in seeing that they're getting engaged on, reacting very quickly. Because if they don't react quick enough, the fight's just going to be over instantly. Because Vayne's going to get Malphite ulted and then Echo comboed and die.
yeah.
And then they're not really if they're not quick enough to save her, the fight's just over. But the boys do got a chance. I think our channel points. We have a chance to win.
Yeah.
Some big stonks.
Our bets in now?
They should be. Game has started.
Yeah, they should.
Or loading screen, close enough. I can't see the option to put any more on. So. Wooper's trying to move on to the 3-0, and the boys trying to bounce back after their loss last week, 2 weeks ago, however long. We're already a week behind.
Yeah. No. None of the runes look that crazy. Ooh, Cruz has exhaust. I kind of like that. They just need to not die in this lane and try to scale up.
Another defensive option. Just kind of just doubling down on what they want to do to begin with.
I kind of would have liked like Lulu or something instead of the
you got 3
Nautilus.
tanks. You got 2 tanks already, but Cruz is not he ain't no.
True. If I'm the boys, I am looking for a level 1. Their level 1 is kind of crazy.
Yeah, but they decide against it. Don't want to get too frisky with it early on. Just want to sit farm. They didn't really get any deep vision. Neither team did. They kind of all just sit there and waited for the game to start.
Looks like Echo's going to get a Raptors ward. Oh.
But 9IQ's here to dance his intimidating link. But Ray does get around and get it. Oh, no. He walked around again, but didn't actually get the ward down. Both junglers starting the bot side. The path up top side, but not really sure why, but whatever. Trade early.
Yeah. It's all going to be about where this RNG mark is. Hopefully it'll be somewhere away from the Udyr that he can safely get it.
Ooh, Ray gets a nice level 1 trade. Actually hits level 2 first and decides to go in. Already forcing 9IQ to use one of his pots. Goes in again, and he could have maybe killed him there, but hooks go back and forth.
Ooh.
Level 2 is big, and that goes down, but it's not going to be enough.
They were able to hit level 2 there. Thresh might have died.
I like the aggression.
Oh, his ignite was burned though, and Karuz saved his exhaust, so.
You got the summoner advantage actually, even with not getting level 2 first. Kindred and Udyr might find themselves each other in the jungle, but actually Kindred's coming in for a gank in the mid lane, waiting for the wave to come. Galli goes in, does not get the taunt, but they do get some nice damage onto Array to relieve some pressure in that.
Yeah, does have TP, but be good to force him out. That's good. Now Kindred should have the prio needed to go get this scuttle without having to worry about bot lane.
And it's on the opposite side of where Udyr is, so a little bit lucky in that point. Cruz goes for a hook, but does not find it. Takes a lot of damage.
With the thumbs up.
I respect the aggression, but a little bit ambitious. That is 1 mark for Kindred. Top lane going kind of in the favor of Malphite. They both used their health potion already, but
Udyr does get the mark for that, but he's gonna lose his top side because he opted for the gank instead of just full clearing like the Udyr.
Ooh, Shenton comes in, but he doesn't have the auto attack blocker in the right place. Uses Q a little bit early. He's got to be careful. He can't really be taking trades like this with Udyr on top side.
Yeah.
Very tanky. But the wave's in a nice spot. Can't really dive the Shannon at the moment. And Malphite is starting to run low on mana. But he does have a nice...
Udyr's got a big lead from getting his top side. That gank got him the mark, but he lost a lot of CS for it.
And now he's going to lose the next mark. Also, Udyr hasn't backed yet. So just been full clearing again.
That is what you do.
Blue Chaz goes for the hook, but... Ooh, that...
that
landed. He would have been very dead. Both junglers in the bot side.
Maybe could have flashed for that. That's still a good chunking out of the Thresh.
There's the Shen combo. I want.
There's
extra attack speed. But now his attack speed's super slow.
It's a 3v3 in the bot lane coming up.
TP comes in. Both TVs come in from mid lane. Hook hits onto Karuz and... Ooh, the stun doesn't land. Flash out comes out. Raymate does not have the vision to use his E properly, but this could be a nice stun onto the multiple members, only onto the...
Oh, yeah, they went on the Nautilus, though. That is first blood, but... Everything seems to work out. All some blown for the Kaisa and Echo, but they get the first blood.
Peru's still holding on to that exhaust.
The Echo kind of went on the Vayne, and no one was really dealing with him. It was just kind of split. They didn't really decide on one target. Cruz missed the hook on the Kaisa with his flash. Really close, though. But I mean, that's the window. Now, once 6 is hit, they're not going to be able to do stuff like that, or the Shen is just going to join. Especially since Malphite's TP is down.
Yeah, very close fight. Very, very hectic, too. Multiple fights kind of happening at the same time. Like half the team focusing on one side and the other team focusing on the other. Very hard to cast.
Yeah.
Like, which part do I focus on? SpongeBob meme where he's got one eye on one thing and one on the other. Too much for my small brain to handle.
Alvin really needs to be just farming up. He needs to be strong. He's not going to be stronger than the Udyr, like ganking right there.
Trades going back top lane. They're both just trading to get the grasp procs off so they can have more health for team fight. That's really all this fights are doing. Thresh has moved up to the mid lane, is on the other side from where you expect him to come, so Ray goes in.
Galio does have flash. I feel like he could just...
Nice play out of the E, but the Shen ult comes in to save his life, but that's not how you really want to be using the Shen ult. Saves his life, gets the Ignite out as well, but that is a very long cooldown for Shen ult.
That is a big waste. I don't think there's any way that Galio dies there. He still has flash up.
Shen ult is a shorter cooldown than flash.
True.
Is it more valuable? Debatable.
Only one kill though at this point. It could be worse. As long as the only issue is just like slight CS leads in every lane, especially the jungle.
Ah yes, the jungle lane.
True.
It's going to be interesting to see what Kindred goes. I'm expecting the Gale Force to be able to maneuver a little bit better to find the nice ult and keep away from Udyr.
I would think the Kraken maybe, because you have the Malphite Udyr just going to be so tanky.
Ooh, hook lands.
Oh.
This might be a dead Vayne. Udyr comes in for the stun. Bottom ADC picks up the easy kill after the nice CC comes down by Blue Chez and Kolma.
Galio was walking down to potentially ulti. Imagine if they had Shen ulti for that.
Yeah, that would have bought enough time to allow the Shen or to the Galio to walk over, but now it looks like they're gonna Wooper's gonna get Dragon. But another trade coming in top. Kagura now starting to get the worst of it. The magic damage from Shen started to ramp up, even with the Bramble Vest. Does not block any % health magic damage. Shen likes to do. But there's the Dragon pickup. First one of the game, 9 minutes in the game. Not the fastest, but also not the slowest. It's got to be careful here. Shen could... One more combo and he's dead.
Flash, yeah.
This is a big wave he's going to be missing as well.
But they're moving up in case he looks for this.
Yeah, they should be able to see him on the board. They actually go for the Rift. Try to get both objectives on the map. They are spotted, so Shen kind of backs up a little bit, but very good
It's
play
just
from
really
Colma.
bad. They would really like to try to do what they're doing now and just get both Dragon Rift Herald with their strong level 6 power spike, but having to blow the Shen ult just really like put them behind.
And they don't even get really anything out of the bot lane. Kaisa comes back to clear the wave. Alvin is level 7 as well. Now starting to catch up in P at least. The farm lead still is growing, but that's two dear things.
True.
The lawnmower of the jungle just cutting through each camp.
These marks are so sad. Got the one on the scuttle, but now they're just in the worst place.
Probably gonna have to rely on finding a fight, getting a kill that way. But it is a little bit more risky, especially with how strong the Kaisa is. That's really the only place you can fight. I mean, maybe mid lane, but Echo has the ultimate to get him to safety. He does get the roam off and starts to move to the bot side. See, and they know he's on the move, so not a whole lot gained. He does get a ward on the wolves to let them know where Kindred is.
See, the problem now is even if they look for this play with Shen ulti, Galio ulti, both of the solo lanes have their TPs up, so they can still follow.
They are looking to set up a dive in the bot lane. Ray walks over the ward again. They know where the Kindred is. They do not, but the boys do not know where. Oh, hook on a Cruise. Udir's running around the side. Shield comes down, but not enough. Kaisa ults over, then has forced a flash. With the
big shutdown.
4-man
Echo stun. Shen's coming in. Malphite hasn't TP. Doesn't have TP, so this is a huge fight for the boys. Semper Sanch just getting a little too big for his britches there. Gets caught in the Galio ulti and then just insta dies. And the Vayne gets the shutdown and another kill. That was humongous. They should have. I guess they didn't know their Malphite didn't have TP and he wasn't in range to stop the Shen. But a little risky looking for that.
I'm also going to criticize who they decided to go on. Like, yeah, they went on the Nautilus. Probably one of the tankiest members. Also,
yeah,
they committed so much.
Yeah, Kaisa ulted over. That is big.
They're still down about 1,000 gold. Didn't kind of half the lead.
Vayne now has the gold lead over Kaisa though, and Galio has the lead over Echo. It's really just the Udyr, and and Malphite got plates for that, so he has like almost 1,000 gold over the Shen right now.
Good flash. Hook misses. I was expecting him to taunt out and then flash.
Good rift to get this turret. I'd like to see them look for this Kaisa. They know the Thresh is up there and should be an easy dive bot lane.
But they're playing a little bit passive. The dragon is coming up soon, so they may get some wards down in the mid lane, but Echo TPing back to the mid lane to assert some control. Pings come out, 45 seconds on the dragon timer. And the gold lead goes back up to 2,000 with the first turret top lane. So even with a good fight, they're still down.
Yeah, I really would like to see them punish the Thresh roamed all the way to top lane. They had Galio TP up, and they know Kaisa has no sum, so she could have just died under turret right there, and then this would have been a free drag.
Udyr and Malphite coming in with the completed items. No one else has.
Udyr finally has his TP up, so should a fight break out, as long as Echo is around. Yeah, Malphite. As long as Echo's around, it should be a 5v5. No like globals just swinging it.
Exhaust and heal's not up for the boys' bot lane. They don't have all their defensive tools at their disposal. Shen has moved down from the top lane. So is Malphite. Galio is still in the mid lane, but he's going to get the push. They're a little bit split at the moment, and Malphite walking in to get some vision control as well. Echo and Thresh have joined him, and they're going to start up the dragon pretty quickly. But here come the boys. They start walking in. Karuz, they are a bit split. 3 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Hoko's down on the Nautilus.
Going on well, Karuz again.
Karuz this
time.
Karuz
The Nautilus is dead.
Vayne is split. Ray on the other side trying to fight with 9IQ, but
they need to leave now. It's 4v5. I think it's fine to just give this. They just
honestly,
need to use
like
their globals.
Honestly, Kinder should have just gone straight top for that mark.
Yeah, like I think it's fine to just give that there because once people go back to lanes after that dragon, like Malphite walk down, then you can look for something to try and make it like a 3v4 or something. Once they're all grouped like that, they're not like that much stronger right now.
Thresh is a level down. Not too big of a deal.
Kai'Sa now has a slight gold lead over the Vayne. 9IQ, a little bit of a gold lead over the Echo.
Big gold lead in the top lane.
Big top side gold lead. Both Malphite and Udyr have like 1,000 gold lead over their opponent.
It's actually like exactly what the lead is. Udyr's got a 1,300 gold lead, and Malphite has 1,100. But those are just tanks, so your damage is still about even.
Yeah.
Kai'Sa picks up the Gale Force while Vayne picks up the Kraken Slayer and some components. Kindred about to back to complete her item. Proto Belt and Chem Tank for Echo and Udyr respectively. And you're right, like Kindred does go for the Kraken Slayer. Doesn't have enough gold to finish the boots.
I think this is like now when they should look for a play because at the dragon they're gonna be grouped up. That they can't really get a big advantage. Like Shen is already there, so his ulti isn't really doing much besides just the shield. So now they can just look to split people up and get numbers advantages. That way for the next drag they're just stronger.
Indeed. Kind of a slow game this game.
Yeah, I mean both teams are fine scaling up.
Pinging out another bot lane.
Yeah, Malphite has
battle.
TP for this.
Shen has his ult and TP to... So Shen can actually stay here, stay in lane, keep farming up, and maybe push it out and try to provide some pressure. But Malphite is looking down towards the mid lane. Flash comes in from Blue Chest, misses the hook though. Malphite is going to be forced to back up. I don't feel like Galio is the one you want to be going for, but now they move up Echo and Thresh to top lane now. Just Blue Chest, you're right, just moves all the way across the map.
Yeah, and like they've seen the Thresh now, and they're still just letting this Kai'Sa when they have Galio Shen ulti.
Good trade for 9IQ, but nothing really to come of it. Elvin joins him in the mid lane to get the push off, but not a whole lot going on. Karuz has joined as well, but he's also backs away. Everyone just walks up, says hi, looks menacingly, and then backs up. Elvin's got to be careful here. Malphite is behind him.
Oh. He says, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Oh, okay. Shen ulti's in. Galio is almost close enough to ulti.
I thought that was his ulti, but he takes the lantern.
Yeah.
Fight in the bottom. That's a
don't.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wow.
This could be.
Wait, he wins this now.
It dodges, flashes the W, and
great
knocks,
play.
Knocks
that
the Kai'Sa out of the,
was crazy.
Or knocks Kai'Sa out of his
the ulti. I didn't even know it. Like that had to be like exact timing. Like that thing is quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was planned, but I'm gonna say it was.
There's no way he was reacting to that. Like he just pressed it like early, and then he happened to press R as the condemn was midair. But it's still like that shouldn't have even had to be a 1v1. They saw the Thresh was top. They know like that's the second time they've just made this play for Rift Herald, and the Kai'Sa has just been left alone bot lane without being punished.
actually a fight Kaisa wanted to take too.
Yeah, I feel like he hard wins that if the ulti just didn't get messed up.
Agreed, but now Vayne does not, or was forced to use the flash there, or not, but use the flash there.
Yeah.
Or Kaisa has the flash up, so this dragon fight Kaisa will have the advantage.
And even with that kill, the Kai'Sa's still up gold, so it's not even like that crazy of a swing.
Oh, Galley goes in, gets a double taunt. Shen flash.
Oh, Shen flash taunt. Thresh could be dead here.
Is dead here now that the zone
oh,
is
great
Olaf might be
flash
dead as
ulti
well.
by Nautilus.
By the Galio.
Yeah, Udyr's dead as well. That is exactly what they needed. That's huge. Just getting a little too close there.
And does that give Kindred her marks? Can't see. I think no. She's got 2. But Malphite does get. No, it doesn't get the top tier. That was somewhere else. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing things.
It said drag was killed at the same time. Like he went
switched.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good pick. But if they gave that dragon over, it would have been really bad that they would have had to have gone for each of these drags to stop Soul.
And now Vayne has 3 kills. Galio also sitting pretty with 203.
Yeah, I think the Kai'Sa's still even with her, but I think like comp wise, it's really nice for this Vayne to at least not be behind.
They have 4 members in this bot lane to try to kill this Galio, but he is fairly tanky. Hook lands into the stun. Shen'Alt comes down to try to save him. If they don't get in time, taunt may come out before Echo can ult. This is disaster.
Echo's dead.
And now the team has arrived. Karuz is here to defend his team, but Wooper backs out, unable to kill the Galio before the Shen comes down, and then Shen haunts the Echo before he can ult.
I don't know, like they've gotten great vision with like the Thresh roaming. They've never gotten any of the picks onto like this Kindred just walking around her jungle. Instead, they've always gone onto either the Nautilus or the Galio.
And good Shen ult that time. Very, very quick on the reactions. And also Kindred gets her 4th stat now. She got the Scuttle and now the Gromp as well. She's going to be getting her upgrade. Battle. People just sitting there and smacking each other. The best battle. Lots of abilities being used, not a lot of damage being done. People think tank fights are boring, but they're actually very intense.
Yeah, very.
Because you got to be clean with your combo, else like they're going to get their small amount of damage out quicker.
True.
Eventually, over time, that lead is going to build. So if you're not clean with it, slowly you'll lose.
Looking onto the Galio again. I don't think he wins this, and Kindred's nearby.
Olaf and Thresh are on the way, though.
Galio almost solo kills him. Oh, okay.
Ooh, flashes into it.
Oh.
Udyr,
Shen does not have TP or ult, so he can't join this.
But they are down, and Vayne has joined. You gotta be careful here. Don't get hooked under turret, Vayne.
Okay, I'm very happy he didn't go for that.
He does do a lot of damage.
They could maybe look to try and start Baron here if Shen walks up.
Kaisa is joined as well now. Ooh, hook almost lands on the Kaisa or the Kindred.
Oh, what? Oh, Karuz, just go for it. Okay, good.
Got the flash out.
He could have just, when he walked by, just hooked him, I think. Does get the flash, I guess.
And that's another mark going over 2. That's 5 already. That's like 3 she's got in the past like 2 minutes.
Kindred is now even with the Udyr and gold.
Starting to look fairly unsettling for Wooper.
Just these
had the control.
Yeah, like when they're split up like that. I don't know why they're forcing so hard when they know all these levels are up. They had a big lead. They just need to wait for these objectives and just group together with their leads they had.
Our payday is getting closer and closer.
Don't jinx it, bro. I need those points. It's still like if Vayne dies one fight, like
it's gonna
Vayne
be
or Kindred,
doomed.
like
But
it's
Karu's coming in, gets stunned up, but now Shen is ulted down here, and that's a taunt. You might
yeah,
have.
that's a great pick. He's dead. They get dragged for this maybe.
There's 42 seconds on the dragon. He will be up in time, but the dragon will spawn right as he does.
He'll still have TP up.
I might have to go downtown to celebrate with the boys after.
Yeah, you might. You should. But you can't jinx it yet. Because if Vayne or Kindred get blown up by one Malphite Kai'Sa Echo combo.
Good flash. Weird hook, but gets the flash out, so but they do grab a turret in response. Now Vayne doesn't have flash. Udyr is fast as hell. Flashes in, but the Galio comes down to defend him. Now Udyr might be in trouble, but is fairly fast.
Kai'Sa. And Kai'Sa takes the lantern.
That does stall some time out for allow Echo to get back to the dragon, but
yeah, I think
very low.
They blew Vayne, flash, and heal there, so gonna be a bit scary. Kai'Sa has all sums. They're just okay. They just burn it down. They're just trying to get Baron vision. It's just any fight is still scary, no matter how big, like how much closer they make this. Because if the Vayne, if the Kindred ulti just isn't on point, and they Echo Kai'Sa just blow up Vayne or Kindred, it's still just a one fight.
Especially when Frost is trying to 1v3.
Yeah.
making me nervous out here. The Coma lead has evaporated. Kindred now up in PS and a level.
Josh is almost down by 1,000 gold.
Yeah, not really been able to find. He's been looking for the fights a lot, but a lot of the time has been sealing his own
against
fate.
This Galio. Yeah. And these Cloud Drakes with the Shen Galio are just money.
Yeah, if you get all four.
Yeah.
And with the movement speed too, it'd be nice. Allow Vayne to just run rampant in team fights, all that movement speed. They're pinging onto the Baron side to try to bait it out. They're looking to Death Brush. Malphite is in the wings and may be able to look over the wall and spot them before, but they're like a crocodile.
No way Vanite falls for this.
Yeah, he throws a lantern. So
yeah.
The Nile crocodile waiting for the wildebeest to come by. I'm reading the chat. Malphite has R. This was dumb. I agree. But I like the attempt. It makes for
has Malphite
exciting but suspenseful gameplay.
Has Malphite ulted this game?
I'm sure he has at least once, right? Maybe in one of the dragon fights. I don't remember if he did though.
Maybe.
Because remember they killed Karuz early, and then no one
really... they killed him early. I feel like they killed him without needing it, and then they just kind of left.
So maybe not.
At least not noticeably.
So we got some more items come in. We got Udyr with the Dead Man's Plate. Josh and on the Echo picks up Lichbane. Both Kindred and Kai'Sa pick up the Collector and PD for the Vayne. So once she gets the 6 auto attacks, or I think it's 6, that stack, and then you get extra attack speed. That's how that item works, right?
I believe so.
Attacks grant Ghost, then you get 7% movement speed for 3 seconds. 4 times, not 6.
Yeah.
So you get movement speed and extra attacks. It looks like he's going to be going for the IE third. Careful, Frosh. Oh, Shen and Galio ult come down to save his life. Luchas get caught in the Galio ult, but able to run out of there. So that's what big ults burn for not a whole lot.
I mean, they're just grouping anyway around this Baron at this point. The Galio ulti is kind of big, but I feel like they can just back up and wait for those to come back up.
They got to be careful here, though. They can't really start this. Oh, Galio finds Malphite. But they do get a lot of damage out of the Malphite, but it's not enough. 3-man ultimate by Malphite, but there's not a lot of follow-up. Kindred goes down to save Frosh, but Kai'Sa now goes in, kills off the Vayne. Pretty much one team fight. Both Kindred and Vayne are down, and now Kai'Sa can just run rampant through the team fight, killing off the last two members. Galio and Nautilus trying desperately to survive. Shen here as well, but they just don't have enough damage. He seems tanky, but now they actually get onto the Kai'Sa. The Kai'Sa's down as well. Team fight has gone disastrously well. Flash hook.
Oh, wow.
Into the taunt. That's so much CC, and down goes Kolma, but whew.
Yeah, well, I guess they can die and still win the fight. That was really good.
Massive.
That was played really well. They kind of took turns. Echo kind of went in and then went out just to get their ultis out. They got the Kindred ulti out, and then Simpersanch waited for it and then went in, killed off the Vayne, and then just got caught by the chain CC finally of the 3 tanks and the Galio doing enough damage to kill her. This Galio is getting pretty big now.
Finished off the Morellonomicon. 3 items, level 16. Ultimate is going to be fat. Closest Shen to his level. That is also. He's about 2/3.
And that was a fight without Galio or Shen ulti that they still lost after killing the Kindred in Vayne. So not looking too good. Getting the 3rd Cloud Soul now, so those big ults will be up even faster. Cloud Dragon.
Yeah, Hero's entrance down to 93 seconds, and Stand United is down to 90 seconds. So both a minute and a half, pretty much on both ultimates.
The reason this game now is just like
a Cruise. They don't really have damage. Kai'Sa is around the side. Uses the ult to actually go in. Channel comes down, but it's not enough to save Cruise. That's the biggest issue I feel like Cruise has. A lot of the times he finds himself in the entire enemy team, and that's Baron. That's the signal for Wooper to start up Baron. This is their time. They still have Malphite ult, still have Echo ult. They do not have Kai'Sa or Thresh ult though, so they got to be careful here. Galio's starting to move in, starting to get some position. They do not know how low this Baron is yet. Galio jumps in, tries to get a nice taunt, gets 2-man, 3-man. Chen taunt misses nothing. 3-man taunt into the Echo stun, and both carries are dead again. This time they are not going to get their win. Echo comes in with big combo. Echo, Malphite ult into Echo stun for
that's
big damage, and that's going to be Baron going over to the side of Wooper.
Wow, just Karuz getting caught in vision just blows a hole wide open. Wonder if they're gonna push with this or just back. If they get an inhib with this, that'd be kind of big.
There are a lot of turrets up. Top lane,
yeah,
an inner turret left, but mid lane there are some turrets to pick up, so they can really balloon this gold lead. That was very massive.
That's kind of the issue I was talking about, where not having the Nocturne, like now at this point of the game, all they can really do is just walk to Baron and try to bush bait and get them to walk in. They don't really have any way to just like engage on them to end the game.
Yeah, they also need to be Vayne and Kindred cannot be in the same Malphite radius of each other.
Yeah.
Them both getting caught there has been disastrous in both these past 2 team fights.
Kai'Sa Echo is now even with Galio off of that, and Kai'Sa is a huge lead.
Yeah, collecting so many shutdowns. 7 kills now on the Kai'Sa. Bottom 3 ADC coming, scaling up very nicely here. Did have a nice early game, but mid game was a little bit unfortunate.
You had to jinx it.
I did. Kai'Sa now has 4 items with the extra BF sword to boot. Look, you think that's going to be a GA or an IE for Kai'Sa?
I would probably go with GA, but I think either are probably fine, depending how she's trying to play it. I still think, like, I don't know, like if they can play a team fight right with the Kindred Invade just hitting and getting, like, if they actually get CC onto the Echo and Kai'Sa, it's going to be very hard. They just can't get picked off before the fight's like that again, or this game might be over.
they don't got to worry about the Dragon Soul just yet. But and also their team does really want to be on the defensive. So kind of get dove under turret, but Vayne got to be careful with the Malphite sitting in the bush. That is a large Malphite. He's large and in charge with whatever that item's name is. Frostfire Gauntlet, giving him 12% extra size.
Still think the boys are fine. Like the Echo and Kindred are, if they can get to just full items, like just stall this out, I think their fight is better.
Yeah.
Just team comp wise.
You got to be careful though. Kaisa W hits onto Elvin, does a pretty good amount of damage, but it's really the Malphite ult they got to be worried about. They don't need this dragon. They kind of just can. They can kind of sit back and just wait it out. $35 minutes, going on 36.
Yeah,
one of the longer games of VCU LCS.
Really slowing down now.
Yeah, not too many big throws. One or two here. You're not going to escape those in LCS, but it isn't a fiesta like some of the other longer games we've had. It's been a little bit more controlled.
I think it's going to be really scary now that this Echo just got so much gold.
Like, yeah, he's got the death cap now completed.
Yeah.
The rough start is now over. Ooh, careful. They might get caught again. Galio taunt dissuades Kolma from going in. Kindred now gets her third item with the Blade of the Ruined King. It looks like Frosh is going for the GA himself, trying to die and then come back to life. I really like to see Shen get a damage item. Have 3 tanks already.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get the wave clear, the Titanic Hydra, so he can clear waves better and actually start putting pressure and forcing Malphite to stay to stay with him instead of winning the team fight for them.
Whereas like before that one like fight by Baron Pit, it was just kind of, like the Echo you didn't even think about because he was so weak. It was just the Kaisa waiting for the Kindred ultimate. Now he's like going to be such a huge threat that he might be able to just get Kindred to have to ulti by himself, and then the rest of them can just go in. The vision control. Yeah, the vision control by boys right now.
Oh, like, he's gotten caught again. Oh, Malphite ult comes down. They may have caught Kolma here, actually. He may have gone too deep, and that's Kolma dead. Now they can look to go in further. Frosh flashes in, actually. Threshold comes down to dissuade that. Slows down pretty much the entire team, and they get out.
Great.
A good pick.
Good pick. Vayne does use flash, but that's gonna at least let them be able to walk out of their jungle and get vision for this next Baron.
I do like this. Karu's playstyle is made for Shen Galio.
Yeah. Yeah.
This man.
That time he said, "You think I'm locked in here with you? You're locked in here with me." As the Galio ulti came down. I really hope this isn't just one of them is going to get picked before Baron and then the game's going to be over. I hope they just have one last explosive fight and see who plays it better around the Baron.
Yeah, I want to see one more fight where my brain can't keep up with what's happening. But the boys have done very nicely, even though they've gone down. They've done very well to control Wooper and slowly claw their way back into the game, both from the early game debacle and that Baron fight.
Yeah, both teams throwing a little bit, but now I feel like I just think with at this late stage in the game, the comp the boys have is just really good. But it's very skill intensive. If someone messes up, it can just be the fight can just be over like that.
Yeah, they got a position very, very well. But they've done pretty well so far, minus the 2 fights. But some of these hooks are too much prediction. Vayne is frontlining.
Yeah.
This is not the place you want. That choke point is death. Malphite ult.
Their vision, like they got some vision off of that pick, and now they're just suffocated again and can't even walk in.
They're still fighting for it. Trying to keep it somewhat controlled. Echo is now in the bot lane trying to spread them out a little bit, which is not exactly what I think they want to do. He does have TP. Yeah, he does have TP to join.
I feel like this is good for red team. They want to be the ones that are walked in on. If they have to walk into dark vision, then I feel like it's gonna look really bad when Malphite just ults out of a bush. They need to look for it now before he takes inhib. Yeah. They do this really fast.
Malphite is here. Echo TP comes in. Malphite ult may win this fight. They're all on the Baron pit.
They need to not group up. They need to be careful. Vane's already low.
Ooh, that's a 4-man knockup by Malphite. This is not actually get a kill.
Oh, Galio gets canceled. Yeah.
EA pops. Can they clean the fight up? Yes, they can. Galio is not enough. Vayne goes down again, and this is only the Galio is left up, and they're TPing to the bot lane. Malphite looking for the end. Yeah, they were forced to the boys were forced to fight. And
forced to group up on the Kindred ult so that they didn't die, and then Malphite just saved his ult and got a huge turn. And the Galio ult got cancelled by Thresh. Good recovery by Woopers. It was looking like quite the upset there. Yeah. But just one Nautilus pick swings the game.
That's all she wrote. Both Nexus turrets go down. The final bit on the Nexus, and that's it. GG's. Well played, everybody. An actually quality 41-minute game.
Yeah.
Do we have a poll for
the interview?
Yes. Let's see the damage chart. Galio coming out on top, but not enough to carry his team over the finish line.
Yeah. Shen doing a lot of the Kindred damage, not looking like what you want.
Not it. Yeah, got caught a few of those team fights, wasn't able to get the maneuverability out. The Shen and Malphite damage is literally them just beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
Who do we have for an interview? One person voted, and it's for the person who's not here. Well, that's another L for me. I'm now the new wisher. I've not
you can't win.
I cannot win. Granted, I'm always
imagine if you didn't say something, they would have won that game. You had
They can't hear me unless they're watching. Well, that's gonna be it for us. No interview today.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everyone for dropping by. I guess we're not doing an interview. GG's to Wooper Syndicate. I'm gonna turn off the stream. Peace out.